$50 during the month of February. A cardiac CT scan for coronary calcium is a non-invasive way of obtaining information about the presence of plaque in the arteries and is an extremely helpful tool in identifying your risk of a heart attack. More than 2,500 Americans die each day from heart disease. Don't become another statistic. This special is only good for the month of February, so call TJ Sampson today to schedule your appointment.
Hilliard Lyons Wealth Advisors have used the following strategies to help their clients maximize tax savings. Check your investment portfolio to determine which securities may be sold to harvest losses and offset gains. Maximize contributions to 401ks and IRAs. Those ages 50 and over should take advantage of the extra $1,000 contribution to an IRA or $6,000 contribution to a 401k plan. Make cash gifts to family and friends. In 2017, the maximum amount that an individual can give without incurring a gift tax is $14,000, while married couples can give $28,000. Donate appreciated assets such as stock or real estate to nonprofit organizations.
For local news on the air, online, on demand at WCLUradio.com.
Right now, under a flash flood watch until Saturday evening. Yes, that's right. Saturday evening is what the weather forecasters are saying is going to be before we get out of any sort of rain pattern here in south central Kentucky. I'm looking at the WCLU constant coverage in studio radar screen this morning, and we are seeing rain picking up in far western Kentucky all the way back to the Jackson Purchase area of Paducah, northeastward up through about Owensboro. Now, as far as getting in our neighborhood, we're seeing some shower activity right there on the edge of, let's see, that would be Trigg County and Christian County this morning. Not too far away, and once it starts, it's going to be hanging around for a while. 70 degrees is our present temperature here at the studios of WCLU. Let's go ahead and check in with Angela Briggs, round one of local news here on the Live and Local 6 o'clock morning edition. Good morning, Angela.
Good morning, Henry. Well, a high-tech opportunity for local students and adults could be coming to Barron County. Interact, they're an innovation and software development company from Louisville, has chosen the Barron County community as a target location, according to Judge Executive Michael Hale, and they want to offer an innovative training program and economic development project. The training model will create a digital culture to help attract new business and diversify the local economy. Now, with their innovative training techniques, Interact Skills has opened 2 other training centers, one in Jefferson County and one in eastern Kentucky. The goal is to connect adults and students and give them the opportunity to train in months rather than years for the high-tech jobs available through the Commonwealth and the U.S. Judge Hale addressed the fiscal court yesterday morning.
How are you going to keep my kids and grandkids here? What do you have to offer them? What is there to bring my kids back here that they left to get a degree and now they can't find a job? I feel like this may be the answer we're looking for. But I go back to my statement. This man wants to invest in our county.
And then we heard from a Barron County 10th grader.
Before I took this course, I didn't have any experience with it. And that's the beautiful thing about computer science. You can learn to do it if you just have the drive. And anyone can do it. And it's such a mobile thing. Like, you can do it anywhere. Companies, you can freelance it. Just consider this. It's a good idea.
Again, that's Savannah Moon. She's a Barron County sophomore, and their ask to the court was to commit $30,000 to the program. Magistrate Carl Dickerson asked Judge Hale if that would be all the money that they would have to invest, the $30,000. Judge Hale agreed, and the court unanimously approved to move forward with the project. Magistrate Jack London asked Judge Hale to hear from Jackie Brown, who sits on the Barron County Economic Development Authority, to see if Brown supported the project.
Thank you for asking me to address this court. In regard to this program, I've attended 2 of the meetings and have been most impressed with the gentleman who came. He has had successes in the Louisville area, eastern Kentucky, and now is saying, I want to come to Barron County. I want to be a part of this community. I think, where else can we have a product or service that is in as much demand as coding is today? Have an individual who wants to be in our community and have students in their educational system, personnel backing it, along with the endorsement of the governor, Department of Labor, Department of Education, Economic Development. Where else can you have a package with all this favoritism going into it?
The magistrates also questioned whether or not the city of Glasgow and IDEA had bought in as far as giving money to this project. Judge Hale said neither one had committed. In other court business, they heard from public officials reports John Stevens with Solid Waste will apply for a grant through the state of Kentucky. And in departmental reports, Search and Rescue state grant will be coming to emergency management. They did also approve an equipment lease with Warren County Emergency Management. In new business, Danny Sexton and Mike Hatcher did request a purchase order for a volunteer fire department repeater. Jerry Ralston asked to use the courthouse for the bounty of the Barron's Farmers Market coming up this summer. And in board appointments, Faye Neal was appointed to the Ambulance Service Board for a term of 1 year. Tuesday night, just before midnight, Sergeant James Roberts with the Cave City Police Department received information that a subject with several arrest warrants would be traveling on Grinstead Mill Road in an F-150 pickup. Sergeant Roberts observed the vehicle traveling on Grinstead Mill Road, conducted a traffic stop. Sergeant Roberts made contact with the driver, who could not provide an operator's license. The driver also told Sergeant Roberts provided him with another individual's social security number, name, and date of birth. Through a thorough investigation, Sergeant Roberts was able to identify him as Joseph Downey of Cave City. Downey was placed under arrest, charged with operating on a suspended license, failure of license to be in possession, giving officer a false name, theft of identity without consent. Downey was also served with 2 outstanding warrants from Franklin County and 1 from Barron County. Downey was lodged in the Barron County Jail. Sergeant Roberts was assisted at the scene by Officer Mark Johnson and Officer Michael Stevenson. Gas prices take another dive in West Central Kentucky, according to AAA East Central's fuel gauge report. On the national front, the national gas price average has been steadily decreasing for nearly 2 weeks, dropping from the year-to-date high of $2.61 to today's national average of $2.53. Motorists in nearly every state are paying less on the week. Today's national average is 4 cents less than last week, 1 cent more than last month, but a quarter more than last year. And when it comes to local averages for 1 gallon of regular unleaded, as of this morning, Cave City and Park City are in a tie for the lowest price, both coming in at $2.22 a gallon. Munfordville and Tompkinsville are next at $2.24. Horse Cave and Smiths Grove are both at $2.28. Bowling Green's average is $2.37, and Glasgow and Brownsville are both at $2.49. Scottsville has the highest area average, where motorists are paying $2.54 a gallon. Right now it's 6:15 a.m. on this Wednesday morning, and even 70 degrees.
You may already know about the EPB's Roundup.
Hello.
That'll be $349.07. Sir, I can't take that, and that's only about $120 anyway.
But the Magic Man pays 3 times face value at Glasgow Coin and Jewelry. Watch this.
We can make that happen.
Top dollar guaranteed.
Not to be confused with Magic Mike.
TJ Regional Health offers a vast array of medical services in our community. The TJ Health Pavilion is home to over 35 family and specialty physicians, outpatient services center, the TJ Urgent Care, and the TJ Pavilion Pharmacy. The TJ Health Cave City Clinic is a walk-in medical care facility providing care 7 days a week with no appointment necessary. Stop by and visit one of our locations today.
In more local news, as part of the celebration for Black History Month, I spoke with Horse Cave Mayor Randall Curry, who will be speaking this afternoon at WKU Glasgow. Mayor Randall Curry on the phone. Now, how long have you been the mayor of Horse Cave?
I've been the mayor going 7 years, going into my 8th year.
I know a lot of people definitely from Horse Cave and Hart County in general attend WKU Glasgow, and you're going to actually be up there tomorrow to speak.
Yeah, I was honored to be able to be asked to speak at this event. This is pretty outstanding for a little small town mayor to be able to do something like this.
So now, can you give us kind of a sneak peek into what you're going to be talking about?
I'm basically going to be talking about Horse Cave, and of course, going to tie in with this is Black History Month, in relation that Horse Cave has had with our heritage with the black community for many, many years. I'd like to basically go back and start like the past, present, and future to help our young generation understand what the relationship has been over the years with the black community and black history in Horse Cave.
So while they're making, you've made progress, there's definitely some more room to make even more progress.
Well, hopefully, this is, I tell people all the time, Horse Cave has always been a unique community. It's never been pretty much divided like a lot of places. We've always worked together to try to accomplish the goal, and that's hopefully we can continue to do that in the future.
So basically, until you're going to send a message, it doesn't matter what color your skin is or where you come from, you can most certainly, with enough determination, even become the mayor.
That is true. I come from humble parents that raised me to do the right thing, and and I go back with my slogan when I ran, values and vision. And my values, talking about my Christian values, that's what I try to use every day of my life to try to make somebody else's life better.
Perfect. And again, what time will you be speaking tomorrow?
I'm scheduled to be there at 3 o'clock, and hopefully they told me I've got to be up about 45 minutes, and then we have a Q&A session for 15 minutes. So I've been trying to work on that for the last few days. Hopefully I can be able to accomplish that goal.
Again, that's 3 o'clock today at WKU's Glasgow campus. They say refreshments will be served. And Kentucky taxpayers who've submitted their individual tax returns and are expecting a refund won't have to wait any longer. The State Department of Revenue's tax return testing and processing was completed earlier than planned. Refund checks are being processed now, nearly a week before the original date. Electronic filing, of course, is more efficient and reduces costs for all involved. According to the Commissioner Bork, faster processing leads to quicker refunds and happier clients, as well as taxpayers. The Cabinet says they're pleased many taxpayers are using this preferred option and they're seeing the benefits. E-filed returns are typically processed within 2 to 3 weeks for taxpayers who choose the direct deposit option, while paper checks take an additional week. With WCLU Local News, I'm Angela Briggs, 6:19 a.m. and even 70 degrees.
Would you like to choose when you pay your electric bill? With EPB iPay, you can. iPay allows you to draft money into your electric account online or at our office. The myusage.com website lets you keep track of how much electricity you're using and let you know your current balance. When your account's getting low, you can get reminders to add more money to your electric account by text or email. With iPay, there's no due date, no late fees. Sign up for iPay at the EPB office at 100 Mallory Drive.
a.m. and from 3 until 4 p.m. in the library. These sessions are for any senior that has signed up for the Work Ethics Certification Scholarship. FBLA members going to regional competitions next Tuesday are to turn in their permission forms by this Friday or earlier. FBLA advisors are staying after, so check in to sign up for a day to practice presenting or taking your test. ACT prep sessions will be held after school for any sophomore or junior that will be taking the test on March 20th. The sessions offered are as follows: March 6th, English, March 8th, Reading, March 13th, Science, and March 15th, Math. Sign-ups are in the guidance office. Please see Ms. Burgess. Each session will cost $10 and is payable when you sign up. This week, the Barron County FFA chapter is celebrating National FFA Week. Monday was Camo Day. Tuesday was Dress Like Your Favorite Country Artist Day. Barron County FFA alumni served cake and punch for all FFA members in the Ag Department after school. Today was FFA Shirt Blue and Gold Day. Tomorrow is Twin Day. Dress like your favorite ag teacher, and a teacher appreciation lunch will be served in Mr. Berry's room during all 5 lunch periods. This is available to all BCHS staff. BCHS FFA will be hosting the Cattlemen's meeting at 6:30 p.m. in the Trojan Academy gym, and on Friday is Flannel Farmer Friday. Show appreciation to those who work tirelessly to feed the world. The 11th Annual Barron County Hall of Honor recognition will be held on Saturday, March 24th, starting at 5:30 p.m. in the BCHS auditorium. The inductees are Danny Basil, Charles Campbell, Deborah Cruz, Karen Davis, Brandon Greer, Stacy Greer, and Janice James. Congratulations to the following BCHS basketball players who have been selected to the 4th Region All-Region teams. Elizabeth Bertram and Jared Coomer were named to the 1st team, Bailey Pettigo 2nd team, and Will Bandy 3rd team. And on the sports calendar for this week, tonight the Trojans basketball team will take on Glasgow in the 15th District Tournament at Glasgow. The game time is at 6 p.m. On Thursday, the Trojanettes basketball team will take on Glasgow for the 15th District Championship once again at Glasgow. The game time is at 6 p.m. For a daily rundown on what's happening at BCHS, tune into our daily student radio broadcast on our high school radio station, Trojan Radio 88.7 FM, and online at barronschools.com, each morning around 7:30 and each afternoon around 3. That has been this week's Trojan Report from Barron County High School, where we value pride through preparation, respect, integrity, determination, and excellence. We are BC.
From the Kentucky News Network, I'm Ed Huckleberry. The long-awaited pension overhaul plan has arrived in Frankfort.
Senator Joe Bowen introduced the measure aimed at revamping one of the country's worst-funded public pension systems. While the bill includes some of what Governor Bevin proposed, it's notable in part for what it doesn't include. It would not force current or future state employees or teachers to move into a 401k-style retirement plan. That was the cornerstone of an earlier proposal endorsed by the governor. The new bill would also not require all employees and teachers to pay an extra 3% of their salary for a retiree health benefit. I'm Haley Hansen.
The winner of Tuesday's special election in Bullock County to fill a vacant seat in the Kentucky House goes to Democrat Linda Belcher. She easily outpolled Republican Rebecca Johnson by about a 2-to-1 margin. The seat came open after Johnson's husband, Dan Johnson, committed suicide in December, that after being accused of sexually assaulting a teenage girl while he was her pastor. The NCAA denies the University of Louisville's appeal of penalties against its men's basketball program. That means the school must vacate 123 wins from 2011 to 2015, including its 2013 national championship and 2012 Final Four appearance. A huge win for the Kentucky Wildcats in Fayetteville last night as UK takes down Arkansas 87-72. That after falling behind 11-0 at the start. Coach John Calipari.
There's experiences that they have to go through. One of them's being down 11-0 on the road to a team that was so hyped to play this game that it was crazy.
The win improves UK's overall record to 19-9 on the season, tied for 5th in the SEC. I'm Ed Huckleberry.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Did you drop your change in the bottom of your purse? Did you know that?
Or visit att.com/aware to learn more. SNAP refers to the Federal Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program. Pricing excludes tax. Service will include a monthly data allowance depending on the type and speed of service you receive. If you exceed your monthly data plan allowance, you will be automatically charged $10 for each 50 gigabytes of data usage in excess of your data plan, even if less than 50 gigabytes is used. For details about data allowances, go to att.com/internet-usage. Wi-Fi enabled device required. Other restrictions apply.
South Central Kentucky Monuments in Glasgow wants you to know that if you've recently lost a loved one or if you're thinking about a pre-need monument, they're here to make the process as stress-free as possible. With plenty of examples and a multitude of custom options, South Central Kentucky Monuments has the ability to offer you exactly what you want or help steer you in the right direction based on your preferences. Let my friends David, Jerry, and Adam Jesse provide the service and craftsmanship you deserve. To learn more, visit southcentralkymonuments.com.
WCLU local news time is 6:26, and we have a temperature reading of 70 degrees. We'll check in with the Weather Channel here in a moment and see that rain is going to be with us for several days. In area funeral announcements this hour, Rich Landon Jaggers, age 35, of Bee Springs, died Sunday. He was a member of the Bee Spring Missionary Baptist Church, and he worked as a carpenter. He is survived by a sister, Tina Meredith of Bee Spring, 3 nephews, Stefan and Dylan and Clay Meredith, and 2 great-nieces, Lainey and Ella Beth Meredith. Services for Rich Landon Jaggers will be Thursday at 11 o'clock at the Patton Funeral Home's Brownsville Chapel. Interment to be is in the Jaggers Cemetery. Visitation after 2 o'clock today. Memorial contributions can be made to the Rich Jaggers Memorial Fund in care of the Patton Funeral Home. Anna Louise Wilson, age 96, of Bowling Green, died Monday at her residence, surrounded by family. She was a retired employee of Holly Carburetor and a member of the Plum Springs Baptist Church. Survivors include a son, Russell Wilson, 7 grandchildren, Phyllis Cardwell, Philip Burris, Dwayne Burris, Donald Burris, Michael Burris, Rolanda Jones, Jeannie Rolenhagen, 1 sister, Erlene Wilson, special caregiver, Esther Carbone, 13 great-grandchildren and 6 great-great-grandchildren. Service for Anna Louise Wilson will be at noon Friday at Hardy & Son Bowling Green Chapel, burial to follow in the Plum Springs Cemetery. Visitation from 3 until 8 Thursday at the funeral home. Dixie Lee Davis, age 79, of Glasgow, formerly of Adair County, died Monday at T.J. Sampson Community Hospital Emergency Room. Dixie was a member of the Columbia Christian Church, owned and operated the This and That business in Columbia, and had worked at Rose's in E-Town. She is survived by her husband, Kenneth A. Davis, 3 daughters, Terry Judd of Glasgow, Tammy Landis of Greensburg, and Lisa White of Versailles. 2 sons, Roger Rucker of Bardstown and William Brad Rucker of Columbia. Several grandchildren and great-grandchildren survive as well. Graveside services for Dixie Lee Davis will be at noon Saturday at the Tabernacle Cemetery. Interments to be in the Tabernacle Cemetery. Visitation Friday from 4 until 8 and Saturday from 7 until 11 at the Stotts Phelps McCrary Funeral Home. Services for Bonita Faye Wilson, age 74, of Cub Run, will be Thursday at 1 o'clock at the Pine Grove United Baptist Church. Interment is to be in the Pine Grove Cemetery. Visitation begins at 3 o'clock today at the Brooks Funeral Home. Services for Gregory Bruce Gregg Parrish, age 57, of Burkesville, will be today at 2 o'clock at Norris New Funeral Home. The family request contributions may be made to the funeral home for funeral expenses. Funeral services for Barbara Livermore Tatum Shelton, age 81, of Scottsville, will be today at 1:30 at the Harwood and Strode Funeral Home in Scottsville, with burial to follow in the Crescent Hill Cemetery. Obituary information is available 24 hours a day at WCLUradio.com. No login is necessary.
Exchange could help someone struggling to pay their electric bill. The Glasgow EPB is partnered with Community Relief for a new roundup program. By agreeing to have your EPB bill rounded to the next highest dollar, the change will be provided to Community Relief to help the less fortunate here in our community. Your spare pennies can make a huge difference for those struggling to pay for their vital electricity. If you're interested in the program, please call the Glasgow EPB at 651-8341.
Glasgow Prescription Center is the culmination of my husband's professional career. When he took over GPC, he didn't want to be just good. He'd already done that. He wanted to be great. And I think his patients would agree that he's done just that. Could he get by with a smaller staff? Sure. The gift shop, the flower shop, delivery people, a brand new facility, none of those things are required to have a pharmacy, but that's why it's not just a good pharmacy, it's a great one. I'm really excited to see what Robert is going to do next because I know he's going to put his heart into it.
.631 at WCLU. Let's turn to local sports. High school basketball last night in the 15th District semifinals in the boys tournament last night at Glasgow High School. It was Monroe County 66, Allen County Scottsville 49. Over in the 18th District semis last night in girls action, it was LaRue County downing Hart County 51-36. And in boys action in the 18th, it was LaRue County 77, Hart County 54. Now, in the 12th District semifinals, it was Edmonson County's boys over Whitesville Trinity, 71-59, and Grayson County downing Butler County, 47-43. Now let's move to the 16th District last night, where the Metcalfe County Lady Hornets advanced by defeating Clinton County, final score 62-47. And in the boys' game in the 16th last night, in overtime, Russell County ousted Cumberland County, the final of 77-72. In the 14th District semis last night, South Warren's girls over Greenwood, 63-20. And the 14th District boys match last night, Bowling Green 76, South Warren 46. And the 13th District semis last night down at Logan County High School, it was Todd Central downing the Russellville Lady Panthers 56-36. And in boys action, it was Todd Central 57, Russellville 43. The boys' 15th District tournament continues tonight at Glasgow High School with a semifinal contest between second-seeded Barron County and number 3 seed Glasgow. That will be at 6 o'clock tonight. You can join Joe Myers, Larry Alexander, and Bruce Tribune for live coverage. 5:50 tonight on Light 102.3, WCLU 1490, and online at playwclu.com. And in the 14th District semis tonight at Greenwood High School, Bowling Green's girls take on Warren East, and Warren Central's boys face Warren East. And that's a check of local sports.
One of the saddest things we can ever hear about is learning that a baby has been forgotten about and left in a vehicle and as a result has passed away. Just in the month of May, 2 children died this way. A 13-month-old in the state of Missouri, a 7-month-old in the state of Texas. Both their parents had just gone on doing other things and got so busy, forgot their children were in the car, and the children died. Studies show that about 12 children die this way every single year. It's hard to imagine that we can get so busy that we forget about our children. But as sad as this is, a word of comfort is that our God never gets so busy that he forgets us. Can a woman forget her nursing child, that she should have no compassion on the son of her womb? Yes, these may forget, but I will not forget you, God said in Isaiah 49:15. This has been Bart Warren for the South Green Street Church of Christ.
The City of Glasgow Department of Public Works Stormwater Division would
Glasgow Prescription Center is the culmination of my husband's professional career. When he took over GPC, he didn't want to be just good. He'd already done that. He wanted to be great. And I think his patients would agree that he's done just that. Could he get by with a smaller staff? Sure. The gift shop, the flower shop, delivery people, a brand new facility, none of those things are required to have a pharmacy, but that's why it's not just a good pharmacy, it's a great one. I'm really excited to see what Robert is going to do next because I know he's going to put his heart into it.
About the weather forecast for today because we've got lots to tell you about in the way of the weather forecast. We are under a flood watch until Saturday night. That's right, a flood watch until Saturday night. Just be aware of it. It's going to be some off again, on again rain, and that's what we got a plan for as we move toward the weekend. The forecast for today is as follows. If I can get it to come up right here, it's 100% chance of showers, possibly a thunderstorm. Some with heavy rain. Temperatures falling to about 55 degrees by 5 p.m. Then for tonight, 100% chance of showers and a low of 50. Thursday, a 90% chance of showers, a high of 63. Thursday night, a 70% chance of showers and a low of 56. And then on Friday, a 70% chance of showers and a high temperature up to about 72 degrees. WCLU constant coverage and studio radar screen showing shower activity through the western half of Kentucky. Looks like the nearest shower activity to us about Morgantown down into Russellville. Some pretty good thunderstorms popping this morning as this makes the area, coming through the area. Be aware of that. I'm sure you're going to feel the breeze out there for sure. Let me give you the current instrumentation that we have this morning. The barometer has dropped to 30.14. We have, let's see, the humidity reading is at 89% of saturation. The wind's blowing out of the, out of the southwest at 15 miles an hour, and we've seen some 20-mile-an-hour gusts. 20-mile-an-hour gusts. And it's just, it feels very unsettled out there, even though we don't see a lot of problems radar-wise this morning, but we're just getting started good. And you stay with us because we'll be connected to the Weather Service all day. Looking at this flood watch. Yes, here it is. They've just updated the flood watch. The flood watch in effect from right now until 6 o'clock Sunday morning. If that tells you where we're going with this, let's just plan accordingly. 69 degrees at WCLU.
When was the last time?
The Glasgow EPB is on Facebook and Twitter. Be the first to know when the EPB makes improvements such as new channels or new services. Wondering what's going on during an outage? The EPB provides constantly updated information that you can receive via Twitter on your cell phone. Plus, learn great new tips to lower your bill. On Facebook, just search for Glasgow Electric Plant Board and click the like button at the top right. On Twitter, search for the Glasgow EPB, then follow us and have updates linked to your cell phone. The Glasgow EPB, bringing you the future.
Be outside, come to Ralphie's. It'll be safe and dry in there for sure. Now, let me get the birthday list rolling here today. I've got several to tell you about, including Conley Bryn Cecil. Conley Bryn Cecil up in Greensburg is turning 4 today. And Conley Bryn Cecil's grandma and big brother Peyton called up to wish Conley Bryn Cecil a birthday today. We have Jana Gardner. Jana, your grandmother, called up to wish you a happy birthday. We have Trent Pursley. Trent is 6. James R. Wyatt is 79. We have Hayden Coomer. Mark Smiley. Mark is 57 today. Let me reach over here. We got a gong. A big 30 gong. For Joey Poland. Joey Poland's 30th birthday. We have Connie Sexton Taylor with a birthday today, too. Now, let me get over here and see if I can find that if there's anybody else here that gave us a birthday here while we were kind of wrapping up the news here at the bottom of the hour. We want to be complete before we jump into the archives here today. Looks to me like, did I put, no, I didn't. Tabitha Tisdale. Tabitha Tisdale with a birthday today, too. See there? It pays to look. 651-9149-800 956-1023. Online, it's WCLUradio.com. And you're on the morning show at WCLU. I'm going to go ahead and shift the gears real quick so we don't get behind and go down memory lane here. 21 before the 7 o'clock hour. Time for us to go down memory lane. Kind of spell out some of the things that affected us. It made a difference. It made it a joy to grow up around here. And the archives, certainly a courtesy of some really good businesses around here, like Joseph A. Wade Industrial Hardware Services. And brought to you by the Tony Hogan Health Clinic. Hang on.
One of the realities of old man winter is things need repairing. But when spring comes, don't be in a rush to get your agricultural or industrial equipment back up and running. Call Joseph A. Wade Industrial Hardware Services today and get those repairs done before spring. And even if you have a smaller operation or you just need some odds and ends for your home repairs, Joseph A. Wade is here to meet those needs as well. Joseph A. Wade is located on Industrial Drive in Glasgow, family owned and operated since 1985, a Right Tool distributor.
You can feel the difference at Tony Hogan Health Clinic. Tony goes above and beyond when it comes to your health care. From opening early at 7:30 to giving his personal number to patients, just in case.
This is Nurse Practitioner Tony Hogan. If you're already a patient, I want to thank you. If you're not, give me an opportunity to show you the difference. I truly care about your health and well-being.
Call me, Mandy, at Tony Hogan Health Clinic, and let's get you set up with an appointment. 651-6707, or come by at the corner of North Race and Cherry Streets in Glasgow.
Thank you, Mandy. Thank you, Tony. Let's move forward right here to the newsroom. I think Angela is ready to roll.
Are we going to fast forward or just kind of go forward?
Well, I'm gonna hang on because I've got a lot of notes here to pass along.
Okay.
Let me get all the notes over here. Let's go back and talk about Chinatown.
Okay.
Doug Eisenberg, who is very knowledgeable about the layout of this community.
Right.
He says that Chinatown started at Shogun, and it went down only as far as where the city parking lot is now.
Mm-hmm.
So that means that the office where Dr. Modi is not included in Chinatown.
Really?
So it's like apparently it's a small town.
Yeah, no joke. It's one building. That's Chinatown.
That's right, Chinatown. So I appreciate Doug Eisenberg chiming in. He's smart about an awful lot of things for sure, and it's good to have him weighing in on that.
Definitely.
All right, let's see. This doesn't have anything to do with the archives right here, but I do appreciate the notes shifting us in the right direction.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here we go. I want to tell you about 19 and 28 in the archives today. We have an advertisement here in the Glasgow Times. It's an advertisement because you've heard of the Red Front store.
No, I've not heard of the Red Front store.
Well, it's a store in downtown Glasgow.
Okay.
It was, I guess it had a red front.
I would say so.
Because it's the Red Front store.
Yeah. What store are you going to? The one with the red front?
That's right. Well, guess what? The Red Front has added a grocery department.
Really? It could be like the little black dress, though. They sell more things than just that.
Yeah, that's sort of the way this is. So listen to what they sell.
Okay.
They sell only nationally advertised goods.
What?
They only sell nationally advertised goods.
So if you're not a national ad, you're not that.
That's right. Matches, a box of matches for 3 cents. Maxwell House coffee, 44 cents. 4 cakes of export soap, 15 cents.
What is export soap?
I don't know. I guess it's soap we're making to send somewhere else. That's all I know.
Yeah, for real.
4 cakes of export soap. See, you don't hear soap referred to as cakes of soap that much anymore.
No, my grandmother called them cakes of soap.
Mine did too. I just hand me a cake of soap over there. Is that okay? And let's see, we had 14.5 pounds of genuine cane sugar. 14.5 pounds.
Good Lord.
For $1.
For $1?
Yeah.
Goodness.
Says here, we don't sell a thing we cannot stand in back of. Delivery is from 2 until 4 p.m. upon payment of a charge of 5 cents. So at least they were, they're saying, yeah, we'll bring it to you, but it's going to cost you 5 cents.
Well, if you're getting that big old bag of sugar, it'd be worth that nickel.
Yeah, I don't want who's going to carry 14 pounds of sugar
for
free.
I know, that's right.
All right, that's 1928, the Red Front store. 14 pounds of sugar. But it put it to good use.
Hopefully.
1938. This is an important story for a lot of folks in our community. This was the day in 1938 that the bill to change the name of Glasgow Junction to Park City has passed the House.
Well.
So you want to know the history of Park City? Well, they were getting the name all shored up here in 1938.
Right.
I don't know what the vote was. Doesn't say that here, but you would hope it would be something near unanimous.
You would hope that. You would hope. 1938.
Glasgow Junction. Fixing to become a thing of the past.
Park City.
I'm sure probably some people who, a lot of people who just don't really care much for change.
I know that's right.
And so back in 1938, probably they didn't like changing of the name there.
Oh, I guarantee it was probably a controversy.
Yeah, it's all right. Okay, I've got, let's see, what have I done here in 1948? I've looked at a whole lot of things right here, and in 1948, we have news from Mud Lick.
What are they doing in Mud Lick?
Thieves broke into the Edmonton school building Friday night. They took $35 from Professor Lynch's office.
What?
On Sunday night, somebody cut the fan belt and removed the generator from one of the school buses. Now, there's, we had in the news this week some youngsters doing some things to hopefully get school canceled.
Right.
Over in East Kentucky.
It didn't work out very well for them.
Well, this is because they didn't go about it right here.
I mean, they got out of school.
Yeah, follow this. Sunday night, somebody cut the fan belt and removed the generator from one of the school buses. Probably the one this person that the vandal rode on.
I mean, at least you got to give them they were inventive.
That's what they were. Cut the fan belt, took the generator.
There you go.
One or the other probably would have
Come
worked.
get me now.
All right, here we go with 1958. This was in the Glasgow Republican.
Okay.
It says here, Barron County's milk pasteurization plant, Strader's Dairy at Heistville, has been given a grade A rating by the Barron County Health Department.
Heck yeah, they did.
The plant draws its supply from 93 producers in the area. Both plant and producers have maintained a grade A rating, according to today's announcement from Ms. Molly Carmen. I remember Ms. Carmen, the county nurse. You watched out, you see her coming because she could have a syringe in her hand. But back in 1958, she was testing the milk.
Like when they lined everybody up and just gave them all shots.
And it was, I'm
not a fan.
It was a really neat thing to have a good watch on the milk supply around here.
For
Important. Sure. All right, let's move up here to 1968. This is about, actually just talking about somebody who lived here. His name is James H. Insminger.
James H. Insminger.
He is the manager of the installment loan department at New Farmers National Bank.
Okay.
Kendall Ennis is also a new employee in the loan department of NFB. I don't know those gentlemen, but I do know that we have an Insminger Drive. I don't know if it had anything to do with Mr. Insminger over at the bank or not.
Right.
But I just throw that out there for discussion. 1978. A couple of interesting things going on here.
Okay.
Well, first of all, in sports, the Barron County Trojanettes defeated the Glasgow Lady Scotties 34-27, and the Barron County Trojans dropped Russellville 83-76 in basketball action. Also, this was the day in 1978 that a tractor jam appeared on the square Saturday morning.
A what?
Tractor jam, during which farmers, strike supporters, participated in a tractorcade. Now, this was 1978. The farmers were on strike.
It was like a protest?
Yeah, and so
That
they
sounds
protested
marvelous.
with tractors. And they had a jam.
Ooh, they ought to do that now.
The jam was there in order to stand behind the farmers who were on strike in 1978.
That's awesome.
And also in 1978, while we're downtown, this was the day that parking meters on the Glasgow City Council agenda for the upcoming Monday meeting.
Thank goodness they've been talking about parking.
We spar with parking a whole lot around here.
I know me and myself, and I know a vast majority of people out there really just stress out about,
Well, this is 1978. They were working on it.
And they ain't got it done by now. Come on.
It's just so the landscape changes.
Henry, you mentioned something about change and people not liking it. You guys kind of look different today.
Yeah, we do. And why is that?
Well, I mean, you just look different.
Well,
I think if you look up on your monitor there,
because it's Wednesday.
Yeah, you look up on your monitor, you're going to see a little different look today.
You've unhooked my monitor. Mark.
No, I haven't unhooked
I mean, it says no signal.
That doesn't mean I unhooked it.
That's a personal problem.
Yeah,
Henry, I had a signal a while ago till he come in here and
while
around.
ago. No, you didn't.
Well, yeah, I look different. I'm not sure if I look better, but I look different.
All I know, we need about 7 more cameras in here.
Yeah, that way we can improve the resolution.
I will throat chop you, Mark.
I'll
if
just
you put
cover
one
you
more
up.
camera in here.
You can count the hairs on my head if you keep getting it better.
I think it looks better.
All right.
Yeah. Anyway,
Okay.
Anyway,
All
I just
right.
thought I'd throw that out there. You said something about
We
changing.
don't keep you around to think, Mark.
That's right.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Well, let's go to another hot topic here, okay? We talked about parking downtown, but in 1988, a guy named Don Green, a representative of the Kentucky retirement system, yes, the Kentucky retirement system, He was here to talk with Glasgow City employees Tuesday about the county employee retirement system. Glasgow City Council approved the first reading of an ordinance that will place city employees into the county employee retirement system.
I looked at the pension bill last night.
Yeah?
And it's like 299 pages.
Uh-huh.
So I made it to about page 4
Yeah.
and thought, I can't do this tonight.
That's how honest you are. You said you looked at it.
I'm just saying, folks, I could not deal with all that mess.
Yeah.
All that, legalese and the, I don't know.
Well,
hinge to, so forth. And one time this one guy did this one thing and we're going to exclude that and,
forthwith.
stand on one foot holding a chicken wing and smile. I mean, I don't know what they want you to do.
Well, we'll try to break it down, all right?
I will try. Hopefully somebody can explain it to me.
We had some company here in 1998.
Anybody good?
Yeah. Well, I say 1998, was that 20 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
Well, in 1998, Emily Hyde from Glasgow, Michael Harper from Barron County, Kalisha Knuckles from Caverna, and Amanda Houchins from Barron County were 4 members of the Leaders of the Future who created a public service announcement commercial at WCLU.
Well, there you go.
Those young kids have grown up and have kids of their own, but back in 1998, they were some of the star members of the Leaders of the Future, which we've been involved in around here pretty much since the beginning.
The best thing we ever did, though, was the alien landing in Glasgow.
Yeah, I remember
the
that.
fake press conference.
Yeah.
That was marvelous.
Yeah. You have to understand how a real one works, a fake one.
I'm telling you. And the alien was the best. I think I've still got a picture of that somewhere.
You have to find it. This is actually 2008, this story in the Barron County Progress.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting story that was in the Barron County Progress. A local band of yesterday. That was the featured story this day in the Barron County Progress, written by Ernie Wagner. And this particular local band of yesterday was Pat Kingery and his Kentuckians.
What?
Now, the Pat Kingery was he was world famous.
Right.
But he was certainly a local favorite.
For sure.
Pat Kingery and his Kentuckians. And I'm sure that Ernie talked to the late Tommy Bellamy to get some information about that. But they will still live in infamy for being the people who recorded Put the Jam on the Lower Shelf.
There you go. Talking about the tractor jam, is that why they were?
A different jam. This day in 2008, the Metcalfe County Basketball Homecoming King and Queen were crowned. And in 2008, it was Trey Shirley and Megan Stevens.
Well, congratulations.
Some nice youngsters right there. And finally, we have a big announcement for a local high school student in 2008. Barron County High School senior Nick Compton signed a letter of intent to play football at the University of the Cumberlands.
Wow.
And it's always good to see these youngsters earn their way a little further down the road through their efforts.
Keep them busy.
In the archives. That's what we have here. We have the, we have a whole lot of things here going on in the archives. And
tractor jams and protests.
Yeah, and let's see. What else did I see in here that I was going to bring up here?
We don't have any toned bald guys today.
No, we don't. Well, I don't know. I could say something.
Say it.
I don't know what I would say.
Oh.
But we do have the Red store, Red Front store opening up with the grocery department, too.
There you go. Definitely.
Get some cakes.
Now, is that the one with the red front?
Yeah, it is.
What color was Lee's white horse?
It was, I'm not sure.
White.
I'll have to watch the scene at 10 if I can figure out what time it comes on. All right. We'll come back tomorrow with a lot more serious look at the past.
There we go.
Thanks to the archivists who do the digging. Thanks to everybody who makes this a very enjoyable part of our day. We'll just keep coming back.
Who will be the future face of Pedigo Lessenberry? Through expert analysis, we've confirmed their potential. With intense training, we've prepared them for any occurrence. We've taken their strengths and made them stronger. Now it's time to see what they're made of. Presenting the future face of ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Hello, I'm Jared Pursley. And I'm Daniel Bird. And we're more than prepared to serve you here at ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance, growing with a proud community since 1902.
At PBI Bank, we pride ourselves on...
How you doing today?
Oh, just fine, dodging the raindrops.
Oh, are we... Okay, well, so you drive carefully out there. Let's go. You said you were a kid in 78?
Gilly Hyde's
Yeah.
pre-owned now.
Yeah.
There's a bank there now, but we rode in. I remember it was super cold. Remember 78, winter of 78, we had all the snow.
Yeah.
But we had a pretty day, and we convoyed from there to the square. Tractors completely took over the square. And I remember speeches. Of course, you as a 10-year-old, you didn't really worry about what the speeches were about.
Yeah.
But I remember there were speeches with several people, and I about froze to death that day.
Yeah. That's what you remember. Forget the speech. It was cold. And you say, but it was a tractorcade. It sounds to me like from your explanation here, Jimmy, there was a lot of tractors.
Yeah, I remember filling up the square. I don't know if the guy, we was able to park right in front of the courthouse with our tractor over Madison First and 255. But I know it took over the square completely, and I don't know if everybody got on the square or not, but it was a long line going down Happy Valley Road in that time.
So were you on a tractor or in a truck?
No, I was riding the fender of a tractor. Of course, that ain't around no more.
No, it's not. But that's just showing your age there, Jimmy. Yeah, no, you can't ride a fender of a tractor anymore, but you got downtown, didn't you?
You got downtown. I say I was still cold, but we got there. I was able to ride the truck back.
Well, I just can feel in your voice how cold it was, Jimmy.
Oh yeah, you remember winter of '78?
Oh, good Lord! I was in college trying to get up the hill at WKU on winter Saturday 8, which is not the easiest thing to have done.
No, not in that day it wasn't.
Well, and we would have. I could have done better with a tractor. But anyway, this tractorcade was a part of our history, and I appreciate you giving us an eyewitness of it there, Jimmy Cochran. And you be careful driving this morning, okay?
I sure will. I'll pull over to talk to you.
Thank you, sir. You have a good day. See there, I don't think you'd ride a fender of a tractor anymore because you wouldn't talk to me without pulling over. I appreciate your concern for safety, Jimmy.
All right.
Have a good day. Bye-bye. All right, yeah, the tractorcade of 1978. Jimmy Cochran was a kid, he said, on a cold day, but he remembers being there.
Citizens First has a great opportunity for you.
Providing great customer service with a hometown feel. We invite you to come in and meet our friendly staff who can help you apply for a mortgage, apply for an ag loan, open an account, or help with any other banking service. Trust PBI Bank to be your banking partner for personal or business accounts. Come visit or call us today. We are a Kentucky-based community bank serving the Commonwealth for more than a century. Stop in or visit online at pbibank.com to learn more about what we can offer you.
Hello.
That'll be $349.07. Sir, I can't take that, and that's only about $120 anyway.
But the Magic Man pays 3 times face value at Glasgow Coin and Jewelry. Watch this.
We can make that happen.
Top dollar guaranteed.
Not to be confused with Magic Mike.
All right, 69 degrees. Let's talk about our person of the day. I think this is a neat deal. I really am tickled with the powers that be around here coming up with the idea to let folks submit persons of the day because we get so many neat requests. We've got one today that is very special. Today, by special request, it is Amanda Hurt Day on the radio. That's Amanda Hurt. Now, I believe Amanda has a birthday coming up tomorrow, and she was requested to be Person of the Day. And here is the information that was submitted in support of Amanda Hurt being good as gold today. And it reads as follows. Amanda is a great mom to Callie, who she is raising by herself. Her husband, Bobby, passed away the day after her birthday 2 years ago, and as most would, still having a rough time. And that is why I think that she deserves to be the person of the day. I think that is so thoughtful, and you know, these things don't heal in a short period of time. Been 2 years, but still we need to think about her and pat her on the back. And so that's what we're going to do for Amanda Hurt today. If you happen to see Amanda Hurt around town, find her and pat her on the back and tell her she's good as gold and wish her a happy birthday from her friends here at WCLU. And a little taste of Texas. You never know what's going to be the special deal at A Little Taste of Texas. And let's see, thanks to Shirley Deckard for making that submission there, because I just think it's very thoughtful. All right, 7 o'clock. We're checking the forecast, and we'll be checking in and play trivia shortly.
It's a new...
TJ Regional Health offers a vast array of medical services in our community. The TJ Health Pavilion is home to over 35 family and specialty physicians, outpatient services center, the TJ Urgent Care, and the TJ Pavilion Pharmacy. The TJ Health Cave City Clinic is a walk-in medical care facility providing care 7 days a week with no appointment necessary. Stop by and visit one of our locations today.
Would you like to choose when you pay your electric bill? With EPB iPay, you can. iPay allows you to draft money into your electric account online or at our office. The myusage.com website lets you keep track of how much electricity you're using and lets you know your current balance. When your account's getting low, you can get reminders to add more money to your electric account by text or email. With iPay, there's no due date, no late fees. Sign up for iPay at the EPB office at 100 Mallory Drive.
Unpaid on a big new 18-month certificate of deposit that lets your money earn 2.25% APY. Wow, you heard right. It's 2.25% APY. And you can open yours today with a minimum $500 deposit. Hurry to your South Central Bank office because this offer ends February 23rd.
Offer to consumers only. Penalty for early withdrawal. Maximum deposit $99,999 per account.
You do the math. 2.25% APY is a great rate and is available through February 23rd only at all locations of South Central Bank. Member FDIC. Down at Glasgow Building Supply, they have really been busy this winter season. As cold as heaters from Glasgow Building Supply certainly will help us get through to the end, and of course we got quite a ways to go. Glasgow Building Supply is ready to help you with whatever you need to button up real good for this winter, including those kerosene heaters. Come by and check out Jimmy and the staff today at Glasgow Building Supply, 31E Bypass. First things first, what we need to do is tell you about the fact that rain has begun here. We just heard Jimmy Cochran tell us about that. We've got rain making its way into South Central Kentucky on the WCLU constant coverage and studio radar screen. Let me pull it down right here and make sure that we have a line. I'm going to call it a squall line, but it begins off with thunderstorms from, let's see, about Bonneville, Kentucky, southwest, all the way through Bowling Green and all the way into northern Tennessee, just east of Jackson, Tennessee. Now, that's a long line of the leading edge of the front. We're seeing it advance pretty quickly here, but we want to make sure that you're aware of the fact that we're going to have falling temperatures today. By the time we all get off of work this afternoon, we're going to be dropping our temperature to about 54 degrees. We also are going to be seeing rain off again, on again. The rain chance today is 100%. The rain chance tomorrow is 100%. And Friday, 100%. And actually, I'm looking at this little announcement here from the National Weather Service. We are under a flood watch from this morning, from right now until 6 a.m. on Sunday morning. Now, that is that's a long flood watch for sure, but that's what they're seeing when they are looking at all of this stuff. We're at 69 degrees. Light rain beginning to move into the area. It could come on just like throwing a switch here, so let's be aware of that. Let's drive with caution and watch for some quick ponding of water. 69 degrees now at WCLU. When Fire Pit Spirits first opened in May, they set out to be a place of business that puts service above all else, and that's...
Did you drop your change in the bottom of your purse? Did you know that loose change could help someone struggling to pay their electric bill? The Glasgow EPB is partnered with Community Relief for a new Roundup program. By agreeing to have your EPB bill rounded to the next highest dollar, the change will be provided to Community Relief to help the less fortunate here in our community. Your spare pennies can make a huge difference for those struggling to pay for their vital electricity. If you're interested in the program, please call the Glasgow EPB at 651-8341.
Glasgow Prescription Center is the culmination of my husband's professional career. When he took over GPC, he didn't want to be just good, he'd already done that. He wanted to be great. And I think his patients would agree that he's done just that. Could he get by with a smaller staff? Sure. The gift shop, the flower shop, delivery people, a brand new facility, none of those things are required to have a pharmacy, but that's why it's not just a good pharmacy, it's a great one. I'm really excited to see what Robert is going to do next because I know he's going to put his heart into it.
Neat things going on, but here's something that they're going to be doing on Saturday, this coming Saturday at South Central Bank. It's going to be the Service Certified Banker Job Fair. That's right, it's South Central Bank having a job fair this Saturday, February the 24th. It'll be from 9 in the morning until 2 in the afternoon out at the Ops Center, which is at the corner of Cleveland Avenue and the Bypass, or you can look at it this way, 501 South L. Rogers Wells Boulevard, if you so choose. And you can come out there from 9 until 2. It's a job fair. They are going to be telling you about the wonderful things that they have for you as an employee of South Central Bank, including excellent benefits, advancement opportunities, competitive pay. They have a 401k plan and, of course, a friendly environment and paid holidays. And there's lots more to learn, so don't write it off. Write it down on your list of things to get done. And come on out to the big job fair, Service Certified Banker Job Fair, 9 until 2, Saturday at South Central Bank Ops Center.
Uh-oh, it's official. I'm retiring next week. I'll get around to it.
Hello, I'm Anthony Might, your local...
Securing futures.
Enjoying heading out to like basketball?
The Glasgow EP.
Go to the basketball games, or when you get there, have you thought about Long John Silver's? Long John Silver's A&W All-American Foods in Glasgow has a huge deal for a limited time. Listen up. Not one, but 2 double cheeseburgers for $6. Now, these are 2 1/3 pound double cheeseburgers for $6. What a deal. You can't find anything like that except at Long John's A&W on the Happy Valley Road in Glasgow. 2 double cheeseburgers, 1/3 pound, $6. Wow. Long John's.
Some offices run more smoothly than others. Part of the reason? Barron County Business Supply, the go-to guys for all your home office, business, and school supply needs. Stop in right now because they just received another truckload of high-quality scratch and dent furniture at incredible savings. Chairs, desks, cabinets, and much more. More savings and more selection from Barron County Business Supply. Now with a new 5,000 square foot warehouse right across from their location on Lincoln Road in Glasgow. Barron County Business Supply offers free next-day delivery to anywhere in South Central Kentucky. And Barron County Business Supply gives you service that stands out from all the superstores. So let Barron County Business Supply take the hassle out of your office supply shopping. There's several ways to place your order. Visit their website online at bcbsupply.com. Call toll-free at 1-866-9-BARRON or visit them at 201 Lincoln Road in Glasgow. Barron County Business Supply, the area's #1 supplier of office products.
All right, do you have your thinking cap on? We are going to ask a trivia question here, and hopefully you'll be able to answer it. And when you do answer it, you're going to get to go out to Long John Silver's A&W All-American Foods, and you will be able to enjoy the fish and more. You can't beat it. Fish and more. All right, here we go with the trivia questions today. We have a program that we run on WCLU that's a very, very popular program. It's Kentucky Sports Radio, KSR, Kentucky Sports Radio with Matt Jones. Since day one, Matt Jones has had the same theme song. Can you give me the title of the Kentucky Sports Radio theme song? 651-9149-800-956-1023. Can you answer the name of the theme song? Hello, trivia.
Werewolves of London.
That's correct. Who is this speaking?
Stephen Hughes.
Stephen, you were confident about that.
Well, I've heard it enough. I thought that's what it was. I'm glad you didn't ask for the person that sung it.
Well, okay, that was going to be my extra hush-puppy question, Stephen.
First name's Warren, isn't it?
It is Warren, yes, uh-huh.
I don't know his last name.
Well, you know, it's not Hammock, since we've been talking about, you know, the Kentucky Repertory Theater. He used to be the director of that. It's Warren Zevon.
Zevon.
Z-E-V-O-N. Warren Zevon. Now, yeah, Warren, you know, that was, to me, I guess I was in college when that song came out. But I know that I was, you know, playing it on the radio, and it was just like, you know, where's music going? Werewolves of London. You know, it was a difficult time musically, but nonetheless, for whatever reason, Matt Jones picked Werewolves of London.
Yep.
To be the title song of Kentucky Sports Radio, and Matt Jones and his cast of characters.
Yeah.
And they are into their own element. So just knowing this here, Stephen, has done good. You get to go to Long John's and enjoy, and you can hum along with this song when you go, all right?
All right.
Can you do you know the words to that song?
No.
They're a little bit complicated, I think.
Yeah, I'd have to listen to it. I listen to it close, but it's still hard to get them out.
Well, he never gets to the vocals.
I saw a werewolf with a Chinese menu in his hand.
See there, a werewolf with a Chinese menu in his hand.
Streets of Soho in the rain.
Yeah, they're strange.
How can you forget that line?
For the place called Lee Ho Fooks.
All right, that's enough of that. Okay, Stephen Hughes, come on by. We'll send you up the street to Long John's A&W. They will enjoy having you for dinner, okay?
All right, thank you, sir.
Thank you. Stephen Hughes, that's right. Stephen, he knows it's Werewolves of London. The title song to the Matt Jones theme song, which you can hear again in less than 2 hours from now when we have Matt Jones and KSR. And it's a lot more fun to listen to Matt and them after a victory. And, you know, that happened last night, so we'll be here for you. 7:13.
Werewolves of London again.
CBS News Update. A warm welcome for survivors of the Parkland, Florida school shootings from fellow students in Tallahassee ahead of a march and rally for gun control in the state capitol today.
We want to start a conversation. The most important thing that we want to do is have our legislators and governors at least speak to us about possible change.
It comes a day after Florida state lawmakers voted down a ban on assault weapons. CBS's Adriana Diaz.
Their perspective, having witnessed something like this and survived, knowing what it sounds like to hear gunshots in their schools, knowing what it feels like to have lost friends. They say that first-person perspective can't be ignored, and that's what they're taking to the state capitol.
President Trump meets in Washington today with survivors of school shootings in Parkland, Columbine, and Newtown. Yesterday, he ordered a ban on bump stocks that amp up firing power. CBS News Update. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Who will be the future face of Pedigo Lessenberry? Through expert analysis, we've confirmed their potential. With intense training, we've prepared them for any occurrence. We've taken their strengths and made them stronger. Now it's time to see what they're made of. Presenting the future face of ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Hello, I'm Jared Persley. And I'm Daniel Bird. And we're more than prepared to serve you here at ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance, growing with a proud community since 1902.
At PBI Bank, we pride ourselves on providing great customer service with a hometown feel. We invite you to come in and meet our friendly staff who can help you apply for a mortgage, apply for an ag loan, open an account, or help with any other banking service. Trust PBI Bank to be your banking partner for personal or business accounts. Come visit or call us today. We are a Kentucky-based community bank serving the Commonwealth for more than a century. Stop in or visit online at pbibank.com to learn more about what we can offer you.
Hello.
That'll be $349.07. Sir, I can't take that, and that's only about $120 anyway.
But the Magic Man pays 3 times face value at Glasgow Coin and Jewelry. Watch this.
We can make that happen.
Top dollar guaranteed.
Not to be confused with Magic Mike.
TJ Regional Health offers a vast array of medical services in our community. The TJ Health Pavilion is home to over 35 family and specialty physicians, outpatient services center, the TJ Urgent Care, and the TJ Pavilion Pharmacy. The TJ Health Cave City Clinic is a walk-in medical care facility providing care 7 days a week with no appointment necessary. Stop by and visit one of our locations today.
Would you like to choose?
Special products, discounts, coupons, no special on the rates applied, limit time offer, rates subject to change.
69 degrees, 716. Let's jump right to the newsroom for the live and local 7 o'clock morning edition and news director, Angela Briggs. Good morning, Angela.
Good morning, Henry. A high-tech opportunity for local students and adults, they say, will yield good jobs and great lives. Interact is an innovation and software development company from Louisville who's chosen Barron County as a target location to offer an innovative training program and economic development project. With their innovative training techniques, Interact Skills has opened 2 other training centers, one in Jefferson County and one in Eastern Kentucky, for both students and adults. The goal is to connect adults and students to the opportunity to train in months rather than years for the high-tech jobs available through the Commonwealth and across the U.S. Interact offers a unique model of training that focuses on adult and student training to prepare the apprentices in coding skills that will set them on a path for a career in technology. Interact offers a registered apprenticeship program with the U.S. Department of Labor and the State Department of Labor. Interact used its specialized training program to successfully train and place 35 Eastern Kentuckians in technology careers. Average salaries of those individuals went from $17,000 to $40,000 annually. The U.S. currently has more than 494,000 unfilled computing jobs, but only about 43,000 computer science graduates to fill them. Now, these are among the reasons that Judge Michael Hale addressed the Barron Fiscal Court yesterday morning, asking them to support this program. Judge Hale's been meeting with Interact for the past few months, and he told the court it will not only help adults who may have lost their job, but young people as well.
I hear all the time, how are you going to keep my kids and grandkids here? What do you have to offer them? What is there to bring my kids back here that they left to get a degree and now they can't find a job? I feel like this may be the answer we're looking for.
Will this program really make a difference? Well, Barron County's sophomore Savannah Moon gave her take.
Before I took this course, I didn't have any experience with it. And that's the beautiful thing about computer science. You can learn to do it if you just have the drive. And anyone can do it. And it's such a mobile thing. Like, you can do it anywhere. Companies, you can freelance it. Just consider this. It's a good idea.
Along with the training, Interact will also place the participants in jobs. Now, when asked if they had any questions, Magistrate Jack London said he wanted to hear what Jackie Brown thought about it. Now, Brown was in attendance, as he has been every time the court has convened for the regular monthly meetings for the past 3 years, and he made it pretty clear where he stood.
I've attended 2 of the meetings and have been most impressed with the gentleman who came. He has had successes in the Louisville area, Eastern Kentucky, and now is saying, I want to come to Barron County. I want to be a part of this community. I think, where else can we have a product or service that is in as much demand as coding is today? Have an individual who wants to be in our community and have students and their educational system personnel backing it, along with the endorsement of the Governor, Department of Labor, Department of Education, Economic Development. Where else can you have a package with all this favoritism going into it?
Now, while Brown is a member of IDEA, he was not speaking on behalf of their board or organization. However, Magistrate Carl Dickerson asked Judge Hale where IDEA and the City of Glasgow stood.
Glasgow, Barron County Industrial Development, are they included in this?
We've had 3 meetings. Our executive director has been at 2 of them. And no, I don't know exactly if it's actually been took to their board and presented. I really don't know what their support is in this.
What about the City of Glasgow? Is it in the game?
As our Mayor Doty has been to 2 of these. No, actually he's been to all 3 meetings with this CEO that's came down to give this pitch. I try not to dwell in their business, but I have not heard if they support this or not.
When it came time to vote, the court voted unanimously to commit $30,000 for the program, which will be matched by Interact. It's now up to the Glasgow City Council and the IDEA Board to see if they're willing to kick in on the project. In other business, the Sheriff's Office is getting a new transport vehicle at no cost to the county. ABC funds will be used to pay for the truck, and the funds come from alcohol sales. Those dollars must be spent on agencies and departments that are directly involved with enforcing the alcohol ordinance, education, and certain areas of public safety. The court also approved the request from Dr. Jerry Ralston to hold the Bounty of the Barrens Farmers Market on the square this summer. They also awarded bids for several surplus items and lots. In Kentucky, taxpayers who've submitted their individual tax returns and are expecting a refund, you won't have to wait any longer. The Kentucky Department of Revenue's tax return testing and processing was completed earlier than they'd planned. Refund checks are now being processed nearly a week before the original date. Electronic filing, according to the Kentucky Department of Revenue, is more efficient and reduces cost for all involved. Faster processing leads to quicker refunds and happier clients and taxpayers. Right now it's 7:22 a.m. on this Wednesday morning, 69 degrees.
Do you drop your change in the bottom of your purse? Did you know that loose change could help someone struggling to pay their electric bill? The Glasgow EPB has partnered with Community Relief for a new roundup program. By agreeing to have your EPB bill rounded to the next highest dollar, the change will be provided to Community Relief to help the less fortunate here in our community. Your spare pennies can make a huge difference for those struggling to pay for their vital electricity. If you're interested in the program, please call the Glasgow EPB at 651-8341.
Glasgow Prescription Center is the culmination of my husband's professional career. When he took over GPC, he didn't want to be just good. He'd already done that. He wanted to be great. And I think his patients would agree that he's done just that. Could he get by with a smaller staff? Sure. The gift shop, the flower shop, delivery people, a brand new facility, none of those things are required to have a pharmacy. But that's why it's not just a good pharmacy, it's a great one. I'm really excited to see what Robert is going to, culmination of my husband's professional.
In more local news, Horse Cave Mayor Randall Curry is going to be at WKU Glasgow today. Here's the details. Mayor Randall Curry on the phone. Now, how long have you been the mayor of Horse Cave?
I've been the mayor going 7 years, going into my 8th year.
I know a lot of people definitely from Horse Cave and Hart County in general attend WKU Glasgow, and you're going to actually be up there to speak.
Yeah, I was honored to be able to be asked to speak at this event. This is pretty outstanding for a little small-town mayor to be able to do something like this.
So now, can you give us kind of a sneak peek into what you're going to be talking about?
I'm basically going to be talking about Horse Cave. And, of course, going to tie in with, this is Black History Month. In relation that Horse Cave has had with our heritage with the black community, for many, many years. I'd like to basically go back and start like the past, present, and future to help our young generation understand what the relationship has been over the years with the black community and black history in Horace Cave.
So while they're making, you've made progress, there's definitely some more room to make even more progress.
Well, hopefully, this is, I tell people all the time, Horace Cave has always been a unique community. It's never been pretty much divided like a lot of places. We've always worked together to try to accomplish the goal, and that's, hopefully we can continue to do that in the future.
So basically, until you're going to send a message, it doesn't matter what color your skin is or where you come from, you can most certainly, with enough determination, even become the mayor. That
is true. I come from humble parents that raised me to do the right thing, and and I go back with my slogan when I ran, values and vision. And my values, talking about my Christian values, that's what I try to use every day of my life to try to make somebody else's life better.
And again, that's Horace Cave Mayor Randall Curry. He'll be at WKU Glasgow today at 3 o'clock. The event is open to the public. Everyone's encouraged to attend. And gas prices take another dive in west central Kentucky. Gas price, after dropping 10 cents last week, gas prices dropped by another 9 this week to $2.33 a gallon, according to AAA East Central's fuel gauge report. On the national front, the national average has been steadily decreasing for nearly 2 weeks, dropping from the year-to-date high of $2.61 to today's national average of $2.53. The national gas price average is 4 cents less than last week, 1 penny more than last month, but a quarter more than last year. When it comes to local averages for 1 gallon of regular unleaded, as of this morning, Cave City and Park City are in a tie for the lowest. Both come in at $2.22. Munfordville and Tompkinsville are next at $2.24. Horse Cave and Smiths Grove are both at $2.28. Bowling Green is at $2.37, and Glasgow and Brownsville are both at $2.49 a gallon. Scottsville has the highest area average, where motorists are paying $2.54 a gallon. With WCLU Local News, I'm Angela Briggs. 7:27 a.m., 69 degrees.
Small Business of the Year award, like Trendy Me from 2016 and Caverna Florist in 2017. SCRTC is able to meet the phone, internet, security, and television needs of businesses both large and small. And we want you to help celebrate those businesses who mean the most to you. Nominate your favorite small business today at scrtc.com.
This is Casey Law with this week's Trojan Report. The next work ethics sessions will be held on Monday from 7 a.m. until 7:30 a.m. and from 3 until 4 p.m. in the library. These sessions are for any senior that has signed up for the Work Ethics Certification Scholarship. FBLA members going to regional competitions next Tuesday are to turn in their permission forms by this Friday or earlier. FBLA advisors are staying after, so check in to sign up for a day to practice presenting or taking your test. ACT prep sessions will be held after school for any sophomore or junior that will be taking the test on March 20th. The sessions offered are as follows: March 6th, English; March 8th, Reading; March 13th, Science; and March 15th, Math. Sign-ups are in the guidance office. Please see Ms. Burgess. Each session will cost $10 and is payable when you sign up. This week, the Barron County FFA chapter is celebrating National FFA Week. Monday was Camo Day. Tuesday was Dress Like Your Favorite Country Artist Day. Barron County FFA alumni served cake and punch for all FFA members in the Ag Department after school. Today was FFA Shirt Blue and Gold Day. Tomorrow is Twin Day. Dress like your favorite ag teacher, and a teacher appreciation lunch will be served in Mr. Berry's room during all 5 lunch periods. This is available to all BCHS staff. BCHS FFA will be hosting the Cattlemen's meeting at 6:30 p.m. in the Trojan Academy gym, and on Friday is Flannel Farmer Friday. Show appreciation to those who work tirelessly to feed the world. The 11th Annual Barron County Hall of Honor recognition will be held on Saturday, March 24th, starting at 5:30 p.m. in the BCHS auditorium. The inductees are Danny Basil, Charles Campbell, Deborah Cruz, Karen Davis, Brandon Greer, Stacy Greer, and Janice James. Congratulations to the following BCHS basketball players who have been selected to the 4th Region All-Region teams: Elizabeth Bertram and Jared Coomer were named to the first team, Bailey Pettigo second team, and Will Bandy third team. And on the sports calendar for this week, tonight the Trojans basketball team will take on Glasgow in the 15th District Tournament at Glasgow. The game time is at 6 p.m. On Thursday, the Trojanettes basketball team will take on Glasgow for the 15th District Championship once again at Glasgow. The game time is at 6 p.m. For a daily rundown on what's happening at BCHS, tune into our daily student radio broadcast on our high school radio station, Trojan Radio 88.7 FM, and online at barronschools.com each morning around 7:30 and each afternoon around 3. That has been this week's Trojan Report from Barron County High School, where we value pride through preparation, respect, integrity, determination, and excellence. We are BC.
From the Kentucky News Network, I'm Ed Huckleberry. The NCAA's hammer came down hard on the University of Louisville men's basketball program Tuesday. It denied the school's appeal of penalties that included vacating 123 wins, including the team's 2013 national title. Athletics Director Vince Tyree says they will move forward.
What's happened here today and what's occurred will not hold us back. I think the transactions of a few and the NCAA certainly won't hold us back.
The national championship banner has already been removed from the KFC Yum Center. 2 more reports of school threats in Kentucky. The latest are in Anderson and Breckinridge counties. In both cases, police were able to identify the source of the threats and make an arrest. In Breckinridge County, a 14-year-old student was found in possession of a large knife and admitted that he planned to stab other students. A 15-year-old from Lexington is jailed after attacking police officers early this morning. Police were called to a loud party. When they arrived, they thought someone inside needed help. As they started to enter the home, a teenager tried to stop them and punched them. The teen's dad and uncle also tried to intervene and were charged. A report out of Germany says the European Union is making a list of American-made products for possible tariffs if the Trump administration puts a tariff on European aluminum and steel. The EU's list includes Kentucky bourbon. Kentucky Distillers Association President Eric Gregory.
We really hope that cooler heads will prevail. We can get something worked out because the EU and the United States have enjoyed a great free trade system for over 20 years that has resulted in increased exports, jobs, and it'd be a shame if we threw that all away over a political squabble.
The EU tariff list also includes Harley-Davidson motorcycles. I'm Ed Huckleberry.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Nutrition Assistance Program. Pricing excludes tax. Service will include a monthly data allowance depending on the type and speed of service you receive. If you exceed your monthly data plan allowance, you will be automatically charged $10 for each 50 gigabytes of data usage in the plan, even if less than 50 gigabytes is used. For details about data allowances, go to att.com/internet-usage. Wi-Fi enabled device required. Other restrictions apply.
At Heritage 76 Barbershop, they've figured out that getting a haircut at most places is a lot less than a desirable experience. I mean, who wants to cram in between a couple of strangers to sit on a plank for an hour while you wait to get, well, that haircut? At Heritage 76 Barbershop, located right next door to the Plaza Theater in Glasgow, you're going to find a much different experience as you walk into a modern, laid-back barbershop. There you'll find David, Anthony, and Cody. With 3 full-time barbers with over 50 years experience between them, you know you're not going to have to wait long. Heritage 76 is open Monday through Friday from 8 to 6, and on Saturdays they're open from 8 to 2. If you don't have the time in your schedule to spare, you can always call ahead and make an appointment with anyone on staff. And here's the best part, you don't have to worry if you do have to wait, because you can always watch the big screen TV and catch up on the latest sports scores, or grab yourself an energy drink out of their cooler. When you sit down in the barber chair, you're going to find you get the personal attention that you should expect. A pro-level cut, and at Heritage 76 Barbershop, you can lean back and get yourself an authentic shave. Call for an appointment today at Heritage 76 Barbershop. It's 270-629-6299.
734, 69 degrees. Where are we going with this? Well, where we're going is we're going to actually take it with us for a while. Ken Boone on duty at the Weather Channel this morning.
Flood watch is in effect through early Sunday morning. As much as 3 to 5 inches of total rainfall by mid-weekend. Rain and colder today. Temperatures falling back through the 60s and 50s as we head through the day today. Rain overnight near 50. Cloudy and mild tomorrow with periods of rain, high 63. Warmer Friday, cloudy with scattered showers, highs low 70s. Showers and storms Saturday with highs in low 70s, and then drier, cooler weather for Sunday and Monday. I'm Ken Boone from the Weather Channel on WCLU, your home for local.
Thank you, Ken. We're at 69 degrees this morning. Rain in the neighborhood. The WCLU constant coverage and studio radar screen has kind of lit up from west to east as the morning has progresses. And if you, we had folks calling from the Parkway saying just a few raindrops are starting to hit us, but that's picking up quite a bit right now as I zoom in here. Folks on the Louisville-Cumberland Parkway will be running into shower activity if you're headed west about when you get on I-65. Pretty big ugly storm down on the Allen-Warren County line out there on Highway 101, looks like. And some more moderate thunder shower activity in northern Hart County this morning, too. It's kind of scattered. It's not a solid line, but some solid downpours when it comes through. And I think that's the way it's going to be for the bulk of the morning. 69 degrees weather brought to you by South Central Bank. Put some muscle.
The Glasgow EPB is on Facebook and Twitter. Be the first to know when the EPB makes improvements such as new channels or new services. Wondering what's going on during an outage? The EPB provides constantly updated information that you can receive via Twitter on your cell phone. Plus, learn great new tips to lower your bill. On Facebook, just search for Glasgow Electric Plant Board and click the like button at the top right. On Twitter, search for the Glasgow EPB, then follow us and have updates linked to your cell phone. The Glasgow EPB, bringing you the future fast.
Now Central Bank, member FDIC. Let's turn to local sports. High school basketball last night in the 15th District semifinals in the boys tournament last night at Glasgow High School. It was Monroe County 66, Allen County Scottsville 49. Over in the 18th District semis last night in girls action, it was LaRue County downing Hart County 51-36, and in boys action in the 18th, it was LaRue County 77, Hart County 54. Now, in the 12th District semifinals, it was Edmonson County's boys over Whitesville Trinity 71-59, and Grayson County downing Butler County 47-43. Now let's move to the 16th District last night, where the Metcalfe County Lady Hornets advanced by defeating Clinton County, final score 62-47. And in the boys' game in the 16th last night, in overtime, Russell County ousted Cumberland County, the final of 77-72. In the 14th District semis last night, South Warren's girls over Greenwood, 63-20. And the 14th District boys match last night, Bowling Green 76, South Warren 46. And the 13th District semis last night down at Logan County High School, it was Todd Central downing the Russellville Lady Panthers 56-36. And in boys action, it was Todd Central 57, Russellville 43. The boys' 15th District tournament continues tonight at Glasgow High School with a semifinal contest between second-seeded Barron County and number 3 seed Glasgow. That will be at 6 o'clock tonight. You can join Joe Myers, Larry Alexander, and Bruce Tribute for live coverage. 5:50 tonight on Light 102.3, WCLU 1490, and online at playwclu.com. And in the 14th District semis tonight at Greenwood High School, Bowling Green's girls take on Warren East, and Warren Central's boys face Warren East. And that's a check of local sports.
Be the future face of Pettigo Lessenberry. Through expert analysis, we've confirmed their potential. With intense training, we've prepared them for any occurrence. We've taken their strengths and made them stronger. Now it's time to see what they're made of. Presenting the future face of ISU Pettigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Hello, I'm Jared Pursley. And I'm Daniel Bird. And we're more than prepared to serve you here at ISU Pettigo Lessenberry Insurance, growing with a proud community since 1902.
At PBI Bank, we pride ourselves on providing great customer service with a hometown feel. We invite you to come in and meet our friendly staff who can help you apply for a mortgage, apply for an ag loan, open an account, or help with any other banking service. Trust PBI Bank to be your banking partner for personal or business accounts. Come visit or call us today. We are a Kentucky-based community bank serving the Commonwealth for more than a century. Stop in or visit online at pbibank.com to learn more about what we can offer you.
Hello.
That'll be $349.07. Sir, I can't take that, and that's only about $120 anyway.
But the Magic Man pays 3 times face value at Glasgow Coin and Jewelry. Watch this.
We can make that happen.
Top dollar guaranteed.
Not to be confused with Magic Mike.
TJ Regional Health offers a vast array of medical services in our community. The TJ Health Pavilion is home to over 35 family and specialty physicians, outpatient
of Bailey Gibson Buick GMC fame is on the line with us today. He's getting the day started off right with a good old cup of coffee. Would you agree with that, sir?
Yes, I would. Gets the day going good.
And, you know, there's something, we really haven't had a chance to talk about this much since you invented it there, Terry, but Bailey Gibson has a bargain corral set up. Now, I was thinking the best way to describe where the bargain corral is, if you're going to go into the smaller building there on the pre-owned lot, the corral takes up the whole area to the left of the front door. Does that sound a reasonable explanation?
That is right. We've got it corralled in there.
Unless you've moved it since we talked.
Nope, it's still there.
All right. So let's talk about the purpose of the bargain corral at Bailey Gibson.
Okay, Henry, the purpose of the bargain corral is, you know, everybody's looking for inexpensive cars, something that is good quality pre-owned, but at the same time not of a higher price.
Yeah.
So we've been taking some really, really good trades in. A lot of them are one-owners. A lot of them are low mileage. And what we've done, we've created the bargain corral, and especially for tax time, a lot of times that's when people are getting good refunds, and it, you know, they can buy the car and not have to have the payment.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a bargain in its own right.
Yes, it is. And so what we've got some pickup trucks to choose from. We've got some small SUVs, some large SUVs, and we have some small and mid-sized cars to choose from. And everything in that corral is $9,900 or less.
You know, that kind of, it's nice to know the top end, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
And I know that, let's be honest about it. A lot of these bargain corral cars have come into your hands by virtue of somebody taking advantage of these huge incentives that have been going on for a couple of months that GM's been handing down.
Yes, sir. Well, we've had that 18% off and 15% off, up to $7,000 off on, and we still have that on some of our new products as well.
Yeah, we don't want to forget that either, do we?
No, we've got 18% off on some Envisions, and we've got Acadias and Yukons and SLT pickup crew cab trucks, and we've got up to $7,000 on some Regals and LaCrosses, and that's how we've taken in so much of this 99 and under bargain corral vehicles.
Yeah.
You know, I can't stress enough, a lot of these is one owner and with low miles, so it's a good bargain for someone that wants an inexpensive automobile to drive, or if you just need a third vehicle, or like in my case, a lot of times you need one in the driveway because one's messed up and you got somebody having to go every which way, you know.
Yeah. Well, what I like about the bargain corral is that, you know, you just might be barely thinking about it, but if you got both hands on the wheel and you're not on the phone or something, when you're driving down Happy Valley Road, take a hard right onto Lexington Drive, and you can take a gander over there and see in the bargain corral and just kind of see what might draw you in.
Oh, yes. I mean, it's definitely a corral. You can't miss it when you pull in, or if you pull up on top of Lexington Drive, you can see it. But I'm telling you right now, if you're wanting a quality, inexpensive pre-owned vehicle, that bargain corral's where you need to come and check them out. You pull in, you can see what to choose from as soon as you pull in. They're all corralled in there for you. We'll be glad to get you the key, be glad to let you test drive it, be glad to check it out, anything you want to do. But at least you know when you pull in there what the highest price vehicle in that corral is going to be.
$9,900 or less. It's the Bargain Corral at Bailey Gibson Buick GMC. Check it out. It's a new feature, another way to go out there and, because what you really want to do is you want to get a new vehicle. And that's the one way you can do it at Bailey Gibson. Terry,
Yes,
thanks
sir.
for talking with us today, sir.
My pleasure. Come on down and see Terry today and let's make a deal.
Yeah, and I'll be talking to you back a little later. We'll check on those incentives, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you. Terry Hagan, Bailey Gibson, Buick GMC, 745. Ralphie says, you hadn't checked the birthdays in a while. I agree.
When was the last Gates? You've turned on your inner Ralphies. Co-workers to bowl in the business league. Your office staff has clocked in on Ralphie's time. If you suffer from symptoms such as lack of fun, feeling bored, if you get frequent urges to act like it's your birthday, or if you're just not smiling enough, you need to go to Ralphie's. That's Ralphie's Fun Center in Glasgow. A great place for any party, event, field trip, or church group. Get your Ralphie on.
All right, let me get the list over here so that we can do some congratulations of some birthday honorees here today on WCLU. Great big thank you to Ralphie's Fun Center. I'm stalling because I put the list under something. What was it? Here it is. Yes, we've got Jana Gardner celebrating a birthday today. It is Conley Bryn Cecil. Miss Conley Bryn Cecil is 4 today, and the caller says she listens every day up in Greensburg, Kentucky. Happy birthday, Conley Bryn. We have Connie Sexton Taylor. Joey Poland, we wrapped a 30 gong for him earlier in the hour. Mark Smiley is 57 today. Hayden Coomer with a birthday. Number 79 for James R. Wyatt. Number 6 for Trent Pursley. I think that's as far as we've gotten this morning. 651-9149-800-956-1023. Online here from WCLUradio.com. Let me check all the nooks and the crannies to make sure. Let's see here. We have, yes, is this? No, that's tomorrow. Okay. We'll wait till tomorrow since it is tomorrow. But we do have John and Brenda Lowe with a wedding anniversary here, we just learned. John and Brenda Lowe. It's a very nice couple. John and Brenda Lowe with their 59th wedding anniversary today. Number 59. Wow. Congratulations. 651-9149 or 800-956-1023. Now, let me tell you about this person of the day that we have here. Person of the day request. I was going to get the phones to calm down over there for a second. Y'all call back because we just didn't get everybody there. Today, by special request, by special nomination, today it is Amanda Hurt Day on the radio. Now, a friend of Amanda's sent in the request. You know, you can go to the submit part of WCLUradio.com and make a request for somebody to be patted on the back, and then we just try to work it from there. So today, it's Amanda Hurt Day on the radio. And the person who submitted her nomination writes the following. Amanda is a great mom to Callie, who she is raising by herself. Her husband, Bobby, passed away the day after her birthday 2 years ago. And the writer here says that she is still having a rough time, and that is why I think she deserves to be the person of the day. And I think that is a great thought because, well, you know, sometimes you just need a little encouragement, a little pat on the back. Just know that people are thinking about you, and you can kind of help ease a little bit of the frustration and pain. So if you see Amanda Hurt around town today, it'd be wonderful if you could do that. From our friends here at WCLU and a little taste of Texas.
Citizens First. Do you drop your change in the bottom of your purse? Did you know that loose change could help someone struggling to pay their electric bill? The Glasgow EPB has partnered with Community Relief for a new Roundup program. By agreeing to have your EPB bill rounded to the next highest dollar, the change will be provided to Community Relief to help the less fortunate here in our community. Your spare pennies can make a huge difference for those struggling to pay for their vital electricity. If you're interested in the program, please call the Glasgow EPB at 651-8341.
In Glasgow.
Well, I'm sorry that I had to let that one go to answer machine because one of my favorites was on the phone right there. It was Miss Eva Neal. Eva Neal was calling in there, and it bounced over to the answering machine to tell us that Councilman James Happy Neal is having a birthday today. We want to be sure and get James Happy Neal on the birthday club here today. Hope that he has a great birthday indeed. That's from his mama, Miss Eva. Congratulations. All right, 7:51 at WCLU, 69 degrees. Ooh, wouldn't it be nice to be able to hang with that for a little while? You know, we have this really neat public service announcement that the city of Glasgow is talking about how the best way to remove snow, things of that nature. I don't know about you, but I like the removing of snow, keeping the temperature at 69 degrees. That works for me.
It means a lot when a business can say they've been in operation for 44 years. Witty's Muffler and Alignment.
Glasgow Prescription Center is the culmination of my husband's professional career. When he took over GPC, he didn't want to be just good. He'd already done that. He wanted to be great. And I think his patients would agree that he's done just that. Could he get by with a smaller staff? Sure. The gift shop, the flower shop, delivery people, a brand new facility, none of those things are required to have a pharmacy, but that's why it's not just a good pharmacy, it's a great one. I'm really excited to see what Robert is going to do next because I know he's going to put his heart into it.
The Glasgow EP.
To 10 minutes ago, this story moved on our Associated Press newswire. At 7:42, the Reverend Billy Graham, who transformed American religious life through his preaching and activism, becoming a counselor to presidents and the most widely heard Christian evangelist in history, died today. He was 99 years of age. Graham, who long suffered from cancer, pneumonia, and other ailments, died at his home in North Carolina, according to spokesman Mark Demos, who told the Associated Press this morning. Of course, we'll have Deborah Rodriguez and the CBS News take on that coming up at the top of the hour, but I'm looking at the story right here. The tall, striking man with the thick hair, stark blue eyes, and a firm jaw, Graham was a commanding presence at his crusades. He would make the altar call in his powerful baritone, asking the multitudes to stand and come down the aisle and publicly make decisions for Christ, as a choir crooned the hymn, "Just as I Am." William Franklin Graham Jr. can safely be regarded as the best who ever lived at what he did, said William Martin, the author of the Graham biography, A Prophet with Honor. He was born in Charlotte, North Carolina, on his family's dairy farm in 1918. He will be buried next to his wife, Ruth, in the family cemetery there, which I'm looking for the location of that in this story, but I know that it's close to the Graham Museum. So, and this is a really neat story that the writers here at the AP wrote, but we'll find out more coming up at 8 o'clock. Again, this just from the AP, the death of Billy Graham. 7:54.
You've all probably heard the news
on Facebook and Twitter. Be the first to know when the EPB makes improvements such as new channels or new services. Wondering what's going on during an outage? The EPB provides constantly updated information that you can receive via Twitter on your cell phone. Plus, learn great new tips to lower your bill. On Facebook, just search for Glasgow Electric Plant Board and click the like button at the top right. On Twitter, search for the Glasgow EPB, then follow us and have updates linked to your cell phone. The Glasgow EPB, bringing you the future fast.
Who will be the future face of Pedigo Lessenberry? Through expert analysis, we've confirmed their potential. With intense training, we've prepared them for any occurrence. We've taken their strengths and made them stronger. Now it's time to see what they're made of. Presenting the future face of ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Hello, I'm Jared Pursley. And I'm Daniel Bird. And we're more than prepared to serve you here at ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance, growing with a proud community since 1902.
At PBI Bank, we pride ourselves on providing great customer service with a hometown feel. We invite you to come in and meet our friendly staff who can help you apply for a mortgage, apply for an ag loan, open an account, or help with any other banking service. Trust PBI Bank to be your banking partner for personal or business accounts. Come visit or call us today. We are a Kentucky-based community bank serving the Commonwealth for more than a century. Stop in or visit online at pbibank.com to learn more about what we can offer you.
Hello.
That'll be $349.07. Sir, I can't take that, and that's only about $120 anyway.
But the Magic Man pays 3 times face value at Glasgow Coin and Jewelry. Watch this.
We can make that happen.
Top dollar guaranteed.
Not to be confused with Magic Mike.
TJ Regional Health offers a vast array of medical services in our community. The TJ Health Pavilion is home to over 35 family and specialty physicians, outpatient services center, the TJ Urgent Care, and the TJ Pavilion Pharmacy. The TJ Health Cave City Clinic is a walk-in medical care facility providing care 7 days a week with no appointment necessary. Stop by and visit one of our locations today.
Hi to the folks that are on our live feed on Facebook Live today, as our arrangement with Facebook says we got to get off of here before we play any music, so we'll come back tomorrow morning and enjoy another day with us here on WCLU. Thanks to all the folks who come in live, and Mark's over there like he's going to say something.
That's what I want to say. I want to wipe some sweat off the brow.
Okay,
yep.
All right.
Yeah, we got some good things coming up in the next couple of days. Of course, we'll be talking a little bit more about our new sponsor down here at the Barbershop at Heritage 76. And lots of more good content. So
all
stay
right.
tuned.
Well, come on back by. We'll have a big time. We'll have a big time hanging out with you right here on WCLU. See y'all in the morning.
CBS News on the Hour, presented by Simmons Beauty Rest.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. He was the world's best-known evangelist. Word came about an hour ago the Reverend Billy Graham has died at the age of 99.
Deep inside, we need something else, and that something else can be brought about by Jesus.
CBS's Scott Pelley says Graham was the minister to this country's presidents.
Graham became a counselor and confidant to every American president, beginning with Harry Truman. But Graham himself denied that he had a role in making policy. He said, "I don't advise them, I pray with them."
And now on this 20th day of January, 1993,
he blessed their inaugurations, dedicated their libraries, and presided over their funerals.
You know, few events touch the heart of every American as profoundly as the death of a president.
Graham had said his Parkinson's diagnosis brought him closer to God. He'd also been treated for cancer and pneumonia. His spokesman says Billy Graham died this morning at his home in Montreat, North Carolina. In Tallahassee, Florida.
What do we want? Change! When do we want it? Now!
High school shooting survivors from Parkland marched to the state capitol to push for tighter gun control laws. CBS's Adriana Diaz is there.
The students we spoke to this morning told us they barely got any sleep last night. Their chaperone said they were up all night talking. They will meet with lawmakers who they say need to get tougher on gun laws.
They will also meet with Governor Rick Scott. In Washington, President Trump holds a listening session with representatives from Parkland, Columbine,